guys, what's up? It's Anna-Louise, and today's video is a super exciting announcement video that kind of goes along with my breeding journey. So basically, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it because I'm sure you can go ahead and already see by the title that I have decided to rescue fish, nurse them back to health, and then give them and sell them to their forever homes. So basically, let me just go ahead and get a little bit into it. If you guys have seen my video about Louie, my rescue fish, well, if you haven't, I'll link it up there. He had swim bladder and internal parasites, and he died. I got him from PetSense, which is not as popular like pet store, at least in my opinion from what I've been able to tell. And we have one in my area along with PetSmart, although we don't have Petco. But they take the worst care of their fish I've ever seen in my whole life. Their cups are tiny. I mean, tinier than even PetSmart and Petco. There's like hardly any water. And each time that my friends have been in there, or my mom has went in there for me when she got Louie, they were all sick. And they either have extreme fin rot, like swim bladder, there's really no telling, but you can tell that they're all very sick. And it's so sad, and on Twitter before, I've tweeted about it, corporates talked to me about it, they've told me to email them, but I don't know if it's just because their company is not as big, because I don't know, basically when they email or tweeted at me, I can't tell if it's the true one or not, but they have seen or heard from me how bad they are. And basically, since me and my friend are going to be doing this breeding journey and I'm documenting it along with the breeding, we also wanted to go and adopt fish that really need it, try to very much nurse them back to health and make them healthy, and then resell them to forever homes. Now, I know a lot of people say, like, you don't rescue pet store betas, and if you do, you're like promoting what they're doing. And okay, like, I get the point that you're like, it's in some cases promoting the stuff, but in one case like this, it's not like I can go in there and be like, oh, you don't need to sell these betas, blah blah blah. It's not like they're gonna care and do something about it. I have, like I said, tried to contact corporate, which I'm going to try again. But basically what I'm just trying to get across is a lot of people have to come together to do this, and I think that that's good, and I think that we should. But the point is that in the meantime, and especially in my town, when, let me just tell you, no one ever goes in that store. I'm surprised they're even still open. To be able to save a fish that really needs it in the time being, I think it needs to happen, you know? Like, I don't think that they deserve to sit there and die. So that's kind of like my input on the fact. I just can't stand for them to be in that terrible condition, and I think that in the meantime, like I said, I think they need help. So we decided to do that. We want to nurse them back to health, make them basically all healthy and beautiful, even though they're beautiful already, but you know what I mean. Make them really healthy and have a much better life, and then resell them to forever homes, which we do not want to skyrocket our prices at all when selling them, or fry whenever we do have them from breeding. We want it enough to make a profit for the both of us, and not like a whole lot, because we mainly just want to do this for fun and for the babies to have good homes. But basically just enough for a little bit of profit, and we want to make shipping, just everything as easy as possible. But anyway, I really want to go rescue a beta and help it. We're going to start out to like really kind of like down and slow about everything, not get like tons, but get me one, and then my friend will get one. We're doing it together, and then when the two get all better and well, then we will sell them. So that's what we're wanting to do right now, and that will be alongside with the breeding, which I will do updates on all of it. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. So that's what we're going to do. I'll have one, she'll have one. Whenever they both get ready, we will sell them. So that's what we really want to do, and yeah. Okay guys, I am now in my car, and let's go to PetSense, which I dread it because I don't dread it, like I'm really excited. I just hate PetSense in general. Like, that store is just yuck. But anyway, let's go to PetSense. Okay guys, I'm here, and I swear it's a ghost town. No one ever goes in this store. I honestly don't even see how they're still open. And it's just so sad, like I say, because they're selling betas, and they just sit in there like no one ever even goes in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a terrible situation. Let me show you. Here it is. I am the only one in this parking lot. Well, for PetSense. Like, I know you can see cars back there, but they're for other stores, so let's go in. Okay, guys, so I just left PetSense, and I'm actually still sitting in the parking lot. They are so pathetic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went in there. The betas were right by the cash register. If they were hidden in the back, I would have shown you guys, but I've said before, unfortunately, my town is a very judgmental small town that doesn't understand YouTube, and so it's a lot harder to do this kind of thing in public. But basically, I went in there, and there was 2 girls working in there. One I went to high school with, and now I go to college with her, and then one that is older. But I was over there. All of the betas were freaking sick, maybe except for 2. It's so sad, and that's what makes it harder. Like, it's just hard to go in there. It really is so hard. But this is going to be so rewarding. But anyway, the girl, she had seen me standing over there looking for like the longest time, and she was like, are you just having a hard time making a decision? And then that's when I started to ask her. I was like, I said that the cups were pathetic, basically. I said it in like a really nice way, like, cause you know, I'm not mean at all, cause I'm not capable, but I was like, what did I say? It really all happened so fast, but I basically was just like, every time I've came in here, these betas are like in the worst condition, their cups are way too small. I know I mentioned that. And I basically just said, like, what kind of bad condition they were in and how it wasn't right. And I said that they're all sick. And I said, is there any way I can get a discount or just, like, adopt him out? And she acted like I was crazy for even asking that. And I told her that I'd talked to, like, corporate before because corporate has seen, like, where I have tweeted about them before. I'm going to have to get some air on because I am hot after that. But anyway, and she just kind of acted like I was crazy. And then she was like, no, there's, like, nothing we can do. And I said, okay. Like, I was like, whatever. And I was having the hardest time decisioning. I can't talk, especially now because I'm so frustrated. But I was having the hardest time deciding, and then I finally did. But then when I went to the cash register, I was like, do they come in these cups, or do y'all put them in the cups? And she was like, I've only been working here for a short time, so I don't know. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, I'm sorry if I keep, like, hounding you, because she was acting kind of nervous at that point. So that's the deal, but I did choose a little crown tail male who is extremely scraggly. Like, his fins are really short. He kind of flops when he swims a little bit, but you can tell he has fin rot or just something because his fins are so scraggly and torn off. And the cup, like I said, is a mega small, if you know how I got Louis from there. And he is in tons of different feces and food and just crap. I don't know if you can see him because of the lighting, but he's red, purpley, metallic green, and yeah. It's kind of hard to see myself, but that's him, and I'll show you him better when we get home. But his fins are just all torn off, and it's so sad. So what I'm really hoping to do is do some treatment for his fins, and hopefully I can get him big and fat and healthy and have his fins grow out. And that's what I'm really hoping for. But now I'm going to head over to Goodwill because they have some mega cheap 49-cent like big glass jars, which for quarantine tanks and stuff like that, the smaller the actual is normally like the better. Normally you would put a beta in a smaller container for quarantine, and breeders do it, and they even do it, you know, when they're like conditioning up their beta fry and everything like that. So that's what he's going to be going in. Like, no, that's not what I would put him in for a permanent home. It's just for quarantine and helping him to get better before I advertise him to find his forever home. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Goodwill, pick out a vase or a glass jar, whatever I can find there, and I'll get back with you guys. I am so stressed out, and I apologize if the lighting's bad. Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know, but oh my gosh, I am so stressed. I spent 45 minutes standing in line at Goodwill. From where the cash register is to the front, the line was all the way to the back because the whole store is half off today, which I didn't even realize. But you know, I want to go in there to get one of their, like a big vase or something to put my rescue fish in for a quarantine area. And I came across the perfect bigger fish bowl for it, and it was going to be $1. So I have a lot of health issues and a lot of like bone, muscle, nerve issues as well. I stood in this line with this heavy fish bowl and it was heavy. And I know to a lot of you, you know, who may be stronger, it's probably not that bad for you, but I'm a sickly person, and I stood in that line for 45 minutes, and I didn't realize how hot it was. I had my scarf on, a jacket on. I was so miserable, but I knew it was such a good deal, like I needed it. I get up there, I was all out of money, like cash money, so I had to use a credit card. And I get up there, and she was like, you can only use a credit card with $5 purchase. And I wanted to scream and just cry. And she was a really sweet lady, and I was just so upset. And she was like, you can donate to get money to get up to $5. And so I was like, I'll just do that, which of course I don't mind donating for people who definitely need it, so that's okay. It's not that I'm mad that I had to donate, but it's the fact that I was going to get that for $1, and then I had to wait in line all that time, and I'm so frustrated. My arms are killing me. I don't know, I'm just so upset, but I have the bowl, and I'm home now with the bowl and the fish. And all my rescues, I do want to give names, which they can definitely be renamed, you know, like whatever the buyer buys them. But it's just kind of to keep order and in track, especially when we breed and get the fry, which I've been working on recently. So I'm trying to think of a name for him right now, and I want to get him in, get the bowl in, which I'll show you guys when I do get it in, and then I've got to clean it because it is so dirty. And yeah, hopefully we can get a better view of him in here. Can you see a little bit better at least how bad his fins look? And look at what he is swimming in. Like, it's bad. Let me see if I can shine a light. Right here. Whenever I get him in his tank, I think it'll be a lot easier to see him. And I'll also post pictures, but here he is in this tiny cup. And for comparison, look, there's that comparison from Petco, and this comparison from PetSmart, which obviously I'm not saying that they're even good themselves, but better than this. And here is the super dirty fish bowl that I got at Goodwill. It was supposed to be $1 on half off today. But nope. I don't think the camera is picking up how actually dirty it is, but I'm just going to throw away everything in the inside and then give this a good deep cleaning. Okay, so I literally washed this bowl like 6 times, and then I washed these natural rocks about 5 different times, about 4 or 5. The rocks I've actually had saved, or my mom has, for my sister's wedding, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. And then the bowl is all nice and clean, so I'm just going to go ahead now and add water to it. Okay, and the water is added. Super exciting. Now I'm just going to add everything that basically needs to go in it, which would be water conditioner, just to add on top of the distilled water, some aquarium salt, and an Indian almond leaf. As you can see, he's acclimating. And of course he is a crown tail. Oh my, the reflection's bad. Okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you will stick around and watch this journey of my new fish, which I still don't know what to name him yet. But I'm super excited about this whole process with this and the breeding, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds for all of this. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, you guys, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe, which you can do by hitting my face right here. And you can watch another one of my videos by clicking right here, and it would mean the world to me if you would do so. And I hope you have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video.